Golfers spend thousands of dollars buying various clubs. Each of them has a very specific purpose. Frisbee golf is no different, except the cost. When playing Frisbee golf, you can have hundreds of different discs available to you, used for all sorts of different options. It can be overwhelming at times to know which disc you need at certain times, but as long as you keep certain ideas in mind, it can be a lot easier knowing what you want. We're going to start with the easiest disc, the putter. This disc is the most important disc to use, and it is the most reliable disc you can have. The putter is designed so that it can, as it says, putt into the hole easily and accurately. It's used for closer range, and it's designed so that it will glide nice and easily in the air and go exactly where you throw it. Other discs can curve while they're in the air, but the putter is designed so it stays perfectly straight. The putter is normally a close range disc, but it can be used all the way up to 200 yards. I've had some situations myself where after a bad drive I've just thrown out the putter, messing around, and I've ended up getting a good birdie. Speaking of drivers are the next best disc you can have. They're a lot less accurate than a putter, but they're designed so that they can go as far as humanly possible when thrown. The drivers are nowhere near as accurate because they just want to get in the area, so you have to take fewer shots to get into putting range. There are all sorts of different drivers, each of them designed to turn one way or the other, or sometimes do something called rolling. Rolling is where you take your driver and you throw it, and it'll land on its side as it comes down and continue rolling after you throw, getting you a few extra yards even on top of a good throw. Now, as you can see, a driver is a lot thinner than this putter, and that's so that it can cut through the air a lot better and have a lot less drag. Speaking of drag, some drivers are a lot heavier so that they can move through windy days if you're having wind in your face, and you don't want you just to push it back so you can get a lot heavier driver. As such, sometimes they can be a bit larger than a regular putter, but this one is not. Now, wind and all sorts of other hazards can be a problem and that you might have to play against. There are a variety of utility discs that are designed to combat a very specific problem you might face, from wind to nighttime playing to even water hazards. I brought two to show you. This one, the Wahoo, is a distance driver that's used is very special plastics that lets it actually float on water. Normally when playing a water hazard, if you lose your disc in the water, it'll sink to the bottom, and the only way you can get it back is sheer luck. The Wahoo lets it float on top so you can just skim by and pick it up as you come near. This helps you lose any sort of mental anguish you might have when trying to throw around water hazards that might mess with your game. Another example is a nighttime disc. I don't actually own any of them, but these are discs that have been built in with lights or flashing neon on them so you can see them while you're playing them at night. This means that you aren't limited by the day and the sun to play Frisbee golf, and it'll let you play if you have a very busy job that doesn't let you get outside during the day. Now, among all these different discs, each disc can fly in a different direction. They show these numbers here on the bottom, at least in the Innova discs. It'll show the speed, the glide, the fade, and the turn. The speed and the glide are there to determine how far you can throw the discs. The fade and the turn are the more important numbers. They will tell you how much it'll turn when you initially throw it and how much it'll turn at the very end of its throw. So if you have, say, this disc with a 0-1 for a fade and turn, it'll stay pretty straight with your putt. However, our Daedalus has a -3 for fade and a 2 for turn. That means it'll curve all the way off to one edge and come back at the end of its throw. So it can go a little wider. And this can be useful when you need to go around certain targets and throw in a different angle. The way the fade and the throw works is if you have a hole that goes to the left and a hole that goes to the right, you can use a different disc for whatever options you need, and can be helpful when you have to throw around trees or other hazards. With all these discs, we have a variety of options, and they can help us improve our game when we need to get the edge on the competition. However, as we know, Frisbee golf is meant to be played with friends and have fun. That can be accomplished with 30 discs, and it can also be accomplished very easily with just a single disc. Thank you.